All right, Sunday quarterback. We haven't done one of these in quite some time. Sean,
Who are you?
I know, and we are 6 feet apart. Look, 2 yards total. Let's talk about this spring game. Yeah, the final score is 21-20. It goes down to the last play, though I think there's some major storylines that will come out of this. Number one, Adrian Martinez. He looked a step quicker, and boy, does he have some weapons.
Yeah, there was also a 6 feet circle around Adrian Martinez as well. I mean, obviously nobody could touch him in this game, but you could see the speed, the explosion, and the weapons at receiver. I think that's noticeable. And I think the O-line has got a lot of potential around him, but his leadership and just not having the pressure of a battle this spring, if McCaffrey is still here, it would be interesting to see how this spring would have been handled, because Martinez was the guy, and you might have had to manufacture more of a battle. And I just think this spring it really made it feel like it was his team, and you could get that sense from after the game especially.
Yeah, Martinez and all the quarterbacks battling through some windy conditions. Martinez 12 of 20, 127 yards. He also ran it for 49 yards on 9 carries. Backup quarterback-wise, we learned some stuff after the game. Man, Heinrich Harburg and Logan Smothers and Matt Masker, they're going to do the job, it looks like.
Yeah, I think they've kind of determined like what we want to find in the transfer portal. It really doesn't probably exist, and if it does exist, it might just blow the room up again. So I don't know if there's a winning solution to finding a quarterback that is old enough, good enough to win a game in the Big Ten that would be okay with sitting behind Adrian Martinez. I mean, it just doesn't exist. So I think the other factor is Harburg, particularly to me, has been better than probably what they would have expected. He's got legit arm talent. He's a great athlete. He's got great size. And I think they feel like we can just keep working this kid. And obviously, I think Smothers still has a ways to go. He came on late. That was promising in the spring game. And Masker's been here 4 years. So they like that group of guys. And I think they feel like developing what they have is better than trying to disrupt what they have.
It's certainly a good mix at quarterback, certainly a good mix at running back and wide receivers. What jumped out at you on Saturday?
I think just the emphasis on the deep ball. The offense last year was so much chuck and duck. Defenses did not respect the deep ball. I think this year the emphasis has to be we have to make teams respect us down the field. Samori Torre, Omar Manning, Will Nixon, Xavier Betts, Oliver Martin. I think those 5 guys really have the ability to be good deep ball type receivers for Nebraska.
And you didn't even mention Austin Allen, not a deep ball threat per se, but man, he can go across the middle and go get it when necessary. Running back wise, they have some new guys to go with a guy like a Marvin Scott III.
Yeah, a month ago I think we would have thought Marquise Stepp would be the lead dog. But right now, when you look at that running back race, I think Gabe Ervin leaving the spring has the leg up. And Stepp will be back, but will he be back? His foot injury, you just don't know about those deals. But he's the most experienced. But I think Ervin being here in the spring really brought him up a notch. But then there's the sleeper, kind of your spring game star, Jacques Yant. And you could sense the excitement he got when he got the ball. And granted, it was second and third team units, but running the ball and running over people is still running the ball and running over people. And
you could tell he was more effective when they had to tackle him, right? And Matt Davidson said on the Husker Radio Network, said he wanted number 0. So he's playing with a little chip on his shoulder. Defensively, man, Huskers looked outstanding in the first half, granted against the number 2s, but they got the job done in that first half, shutting them out, only holding the number 2s to just 2 first downs.
Yeah, the defense was only on the field for a little bit. It was more of a running clock style for them. It went so fast, they couldn't tackle, but they did what they needed to do, and I think they were like, they're not scoring on us. We cannot let a bad breakdown or play, and they did their job. And I think that front 7 in general has the depth and the ability to be a very good unit this year.
Tough news about Will Honus, though, after the game.
Yeah, Will Honus out with a knee injury. It's his 3rd major knee injury he suffered over his football career. Same knee he tore at Michigan in 2018. Maybe there's a chance you get him back late, but man, just a tough deal for a guy that's given up a lot.
Looking forward, what do you see in the next couple months? It's kind of a quick turnaround with a late spring game and an early start to the regular season, right?
Yeah, normally you would have been done with spring 2 weeks earlier, or maybe 3. And now, finals weeks now, and you go through final exams, and at this point, your team will be back on campus in 2 weeks. So you don't have like a long break, and the team will get right back at it. Newcomers will be on campus in a month. So we joked off camera, Andy, 17 weeks, 17 weeks till that opener against Illinois.
Yeah, summer's over, right? No, there you go. It's August the 28th. That's the opener when Nebraska opens up the 2021 campaign at Illinois.